Hello, YouTube. It's BirdoPrey5, and I'm a mess. I am a mess. Let me see where I am. Hello. Can anyone hear me? Let's see. I forgot to put my earphones in. Shronmore is first. Welcome, Shronmore. Welcome. I apologize. Had a funny incident right before we started. I will show you what happened with BedLife, and it knocked me for a loop. So I'm a little off balance. It knocked BedLife for a loop too when she realized what almost happened, although I think I would have noticed and stopped it from happening, but I'm not 100% sure. If I'd been in the middle of everything with the stream, I don't know. Let me just get my my tablet ready here so I can view comments. Oh my God. It is Friday. It is Friday. Thank Bird it's Friday. Friday. T-B-I-F. That's what they say in Karoga. Thank Bird it's Friday. And it feels like it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've done a BedLife stream, because Wednesday's BedLife was, of course, preempted by our usual Deep Space Nine. Although I did do a kind of a BedLife at the end of that Deep Space Nine. So, to the comments. Shronmore is first. Thomas Potts is a close second. Hello, Thomas. Mystique LeBeau. Welcome, Mystique, and I remembered LeBeau. Is number 3. You know, if I remembered it this long, it's a pretty good chance I'll remember it from here on out. Hope I didn't jinx myself. Shronmore says, greetings, BirdoPrey5. Greetings, Shronmore. We hear you. Thank you so much. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Hello in Qapla. Not Ryan Johnson. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Bird and all. Hello, Rambling Canuck. Rambling Canuck did another live stream early this afternoon, a little later than his usual time. But once again, reminders to everybody, do follow Rambling Canuck. He does, besides his other videos, he does a great morning stream a few times a week, and it's good fun. I'm there. Thomas is there. Not Ryan Johnson. DJ's there sometimes. Us regular people, we're all there. Anti-Trekker comes sometimes. It's nice fun in the morning, you know, Eastern American time, Central time zones, morning. Some probably later for those of you in Europe and elsewhere in the world. Shronmore says, greetings, fellow nerds. Greetings, Shronmore. Thomas Potts says, I'm fixing up my ship display. Ran out of room. Very well. That's very cool that you have so many. You ran out of room. Shronmore says, greetings to BedLife5. BedLife, greetings to all. Thomas says, everyone, BirdoPrey was at a Klingon Pride today. I was not. That was doctored images of me at a Klingon Pride celebration. No, just wasn't me. Life with Matthew, a special guest. Will we do a raffle to find out who? Well, here's the thing, Life with Matthew. We will know if the special guest shows up. I don't know. It's not one of the regular people, though. We will, assuming it works out, and if not, we'll do it with somebody else. But yeah, we'll start doing some guests going forward. But I'm hoping he'll show up. So I messaged him. He's welcome if he's in the chat. You know who you are. You're welcome to message me here. Message me on Skype. and we can bring you on when you're ready. Shronmore says, in greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defier of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. And Sassy's looks like she's about to start scourging at something. Surf Trektronic says, how it's mafiosa? I don't know what how's it mafiosa? I don't know what mafiosa means. There's no word mafia in Karogan. Rambling Canuck says, hope you have a great day, Mamo Pray. Thomas Potts says, see how he said my name. Is it AOC? It's not AOC. So, like a minute before I started today, Mamo Pray. Okay, we were figuring out how we could we were figuring out if Mamo Pray had to come on camera, the best way of doing it. Now, you guys might remember last time Mamo Pray was on camera, she wore the beagle mask, and that drove Sassy crazy. Sassy thought Mamo Pray was a beagle, and Sassy wanted even more to bite at Mamo Pray's face and stuff, like she was a fellow dog. So the beagle mask was no good. So Mamo Pray, Mamo Pray doesn't want to be on camera. She doesn't like camera. She never has. She's never been a fan of being on camera. So she thought, and whatnot. Doomcock wears a mask, right? So if Doomcock can wear a mask, surely Mamo Pray can wear a mask, and she'd feel better on camera. And Joseph Patrick with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. €2, excuse me, a €2 super chat. That's like $2.50 American. Says, I feel appreciated as a guest despite loving disco. Oh, you'd be most welcome. And Thomas Potts says, it's the New York City Mayor de Blasio. No, Mayor de Blasio is not here, though I would invite him if he wanted to come on the show. I have a lot of questions to ask him. A lot of questions. Rock Solid Production says, hello, Greedo wears a Stormtrooper helmet. Hello, Greedo. Guido. Well, okay. Guido for future reference. Greedo. That sounds like a greedy person. So, Mamo Pray's mask of choice. Understand, I've been in a hospital bed 10 years. Until I started doing YouTube, we never had different color sheets. Like right now, right behind me, the sheet is green on the bed. And that's why I can use the green screen and put the fish tank. So up to the couple months ago, we didn't even have colorful sheets of anything. Everything in this bed, especially for my bed, for the pillows, everything was hospital white. Because it's cheap.
No, because I can bleach it.
Because she can bleach it, and it's cheap. Well, it's inexpensive, but it can be bleached. It can be bleached clean without worrying about fading the colors. So we have a lot of extra white stuff around the house. So Mamo Pray decided that she would cut eye holes in a white pillowcase. Okay? And she was going to wear this on her head as an honest-to-God attempt to disguise her face. With no reason to think there was anything wrong with wearing a white pillowcase on her head. Do you want to put it on? No, I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Not anymore.
I don't think you do. I think it's better that this...
No.
Yeah, the white pillowcase It's not a good YouTube mask. For many reasons.
I thought it was great until I realized.
Oh.
It hit me, and I went, oh no.
TJ Odyssey says bird and white sheets. And he says that he hopes Canuck is feeling better than he was earlier. We all do. Life with Matthew says, I've got a rock. Thomas says white stuff, and then Schrodemore starts laughing. Rambling Canuck says he's feeling a bit better. Very cool. Chief Cook, welcome, Chief Cook. Says white hood, really? Yes, it is. Well, it's a white pillowcase with holes, but she was wearing it as a hood. She was wearing it as a hood. Yeah.
I think I better take that away from you.
Yeah, you probably. So I think that's probably the last time. Hopefully, we will have white hoods on the channel. Surf Trektronics says, "Can Mama Pray instruct us how to use a washer and dryer?" Probably. Mystique LeBeau is laughing. Life with Matthew says, "Oh wait, I just got the worst reference than Charlie Brown." Rock Solid Productions says, "I've seen that movie before. I liked it better when E.T. did it." Thomas says, "Mama Pray, too much time around your son." Yosef says, "Ghost of the you-know-what." Surf Trektronics is low. Mama Pray, put on the white mask. Do it, lol. Nope. Dongo says 1,400 subscribers. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Dongo. I really do appreciate it. And everybody check out Dongo's channel. Mostly gaming, some talk. Check out his channel when you get a chance. Schoenmore says, "I'm not sure why, but something tells me that could have ended badly." I think so. DJ says that would get the channel banned. It was just my mother. She wanted a mask. Chief Cook says, "Your mom needs help." Yeah, she does, but not for that. Not for that. John Araki says, "Qapla." Rock Solid Productions says, "I guess if I had to be associated with anyone from Karoga, I'd cover my face too." And Joseph Patrick says, "I think that hat or wig and sunglasses would be enough without being silly. I mean, as serious and not a funny one." Be right back. Not going anywhere, just... Hey, what do you think? Thug Life? What? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Uh-oh. I gotta see what's going on here. Okay. Track Yards. Track Yards went live, but you can't get this at Track Yards. You think Captain Foley's got a pair of Pimp Life glasses? Commander Cockings might, but Foley doesn't. I guarantee you, this isn't even legal in Canada. Oh, man. Okay. Thug Life indeed, with John Araki with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. And you know what? Chief Cook, you're here. You're here. I've got something that Thomas paid me a while ago, but I can only have done it while you were here. So, Chief Cook, this is for you. Let me shut this off. There we go. It's a song. It's a song. Thomas Potts, Chief Cook. He paid me to sing it only while you're here. So, don't go anywhere. It's not a particularly long song. Don't worry. It's Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue in Karoga, and the dreams that you dare to dream really come true in Karoga. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up in the clouds are far behind me. Space engineers. Where trouble melts like lemon drops, away above the chimney tops, that's where you'll find me. Like Santa Claus before he goes down the chimney. Or a chimney sweep. Somewhere over the rainbow, blue birds of prey fly. Birds of prey fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Because I'm on the no-fly list, those sons of bitches at the TSA. If I happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? Thanks, Obama. Oh, Chief Cook. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there, my friend. There's one more. There is one more. Even shorter, though. Don't worry. Itsy Bitsy Spider. Yep. Itsy Bitsy Spider. Itsy Bitsy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout again. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Why? Why does he keep going up? Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, 'cause global warming, and itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again to get away from the plebes at the bottom. And then itsy bitsy spider died because of man-made global warming. It left 500 motherless children who were stomped on by Donald Trump. True story. Absolutely true story. Well, that should have cleared some people out. Yep, it certainly did. It certainly did. Well, those have been sitting in the queue for a long time. A long time. Where are we? Mystique retracted a message. I'm sorry, was it that bad, Mystique? John Araki is laughing. Mystique says now he looks like a true mafia boss. And Yosef says, actually, you talking to me? I'm typing to you. Well, thank you, Yosef. DJ says, run, Chief, run. Chief Cook says, I can't wait to see Anti-tracker, see this video, lol, you mom in the hood. And Chief Cook is lolling. Schronmore says, Joseph Patrick, excellent comment. Chief Cook says, oh my god. DJ says, okay, who put the cat in the blender? Wait, never mind. Bird is singing again. Thomas says, DJ, I gave him a list of songs and he picks this after the Klingon Pride. Chief Cook is smiling. Rock Solid says, Bird is proof that just because you can't sing doesn't mean you won't sing. Exactly. I've always said, why should people who can sing have all the fun? Well, you could tell me I shouldn't paint because I'm not a professional painter. You can tell me I shouldn't build homes because I'm not a professional builder. You can tell me I shouldn't practice medicine because I'm not a professional doctor. You can tell me I shouldn't practice law because I'm not a lawyer, whatever the hell that means. Screw you, this is America. I do what I want. I'll do what I want. Same people telling people they can't be women just because they were born men. Bullshit. Total bullshit. I watched the debate last night. I'm all woke. I've gone 100%. Actually, I didn't watch the debate. I didn't watch the debate at all. I went from Anti-Tracker's stream to Doomcock's roundtable or whatever he did last night. It was a lot of toxic masculinity. Rambling Caduc says, what about a pic like what I do or an avatar for Mamo Pray live streams? Yeah, we could do. I mean, she knows. I've told her we could set her up with a picture instead. She doesn't even have to go on camera. But you know, she just wanted, I guess, something different. She'll find something. Just not the first thing and not the second thing, obviously. Surf Trictronics says Track Yards is live and Captain Foley invited Redneck into their chat. Well, that is interesting, especially since, well, whatever. I'm not going to say it. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well. DJ says, I noticed that, Thomas. He's going full Rainbow Pride. John Araki with a $2 super chat. Where is Anti-Tracker? John Araki, let's see. I do not know. I do not know, but he might well be busy. He might well be busy. Chief Cook says, this is murder. Yosef says, lol, it's Schronmore just stating the facts. And John Araki says, chimney. Chimney. Did I say chimney? I did. I said chimney. A chimney sweep. Chief Cook says, someone shot the bird. Chief Cook says, let's go bird hunting. And lol, come on, man, lol. Schronmore is now putting in musical notes. Somewhere in Space Engineers, Wesley can't find bird. He used all of his fuel and shot Anti-Tracker. Surfer Tank says, Bird, you are singing for super chats now. Well, I mean, I'm not above singing for super chats, but not technically. Chief Cook says, someone please shoot me. Meaning him, not me. Just to be clear, don't shoot me, anybody. Rock Solid says, for the first time, I wish I was out in the depths of space with Steve Shives. In space, no one can hear birds sing. Well, that's pretty rude. That's pretty rude. Okay, I got a message from our special guest. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, he might be in another hour or so. Let me just... Okay, cool. So there's still a chance. I should be a very short stream if I'm not streaming an hour from now. Okay, he had some scheduling conflicts, but we are on pace. Yeah, I'm not above singing for super chats. Thomas Potts says, "No mercy, Killigan Karoga." What gave you that idea? Mystique LeBeau says, "I hate spiders, so good riddance." Yeah. Life with Matthew says, "Oh right, the like button." Yes, hit that like button or I'll sing again. As long as that like button's under 50, there's the risk of me singing. Chief Cook says, "Now he's going plan Trump for this." Now he's going to plan Trump for this. Shrum says, "Bird, man-made global warming is sexist term. Women are just as capable of causing climate change catastrophe." No, Shroudmore, you don't get it. You don't understand. Man-made global warming is a legit thing. Oh, by the way, and only because I'm not sure if it's you, Shroudmore, or someone else, but I want to thank somebody. I mean, I want to thank everybody. First, I've already got 5 people who've subscribed to me at Subscribestar, and that's really cool. I thank you so much. And I've got 2 people who are doing a monthly payment via PayPal, which again is really cool. But yesterday, I believe, yesterday I got the second one. Somebody is giving a specific amount, a very specific amount on PayPal. And I very much appreciate it, but I don't know who you are. The PayPal account was to an organization, not to a name. So if you are the person who subscribed to me on PayPal and you would like me to know who you are, please just go ahead and either message me off YouTube with, something that to make it know that it's you, the initials of the organization or the amount that you subscribed for, and I know it's you, or whatever. Or if you want to say it's you in the chat, I'll probably believe you. And either way, I thank you for whoever did it. It was much appreciated. I assume that it's easier for you to use PayPal than Subscribestar, and that's absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. Anything big I put on Subscribestar, I will make sure people who subscribe to me via PayPal have a way of seeing it. Captain Cat's in the house and says, "Hey brother, how are you?" Well, Captain Cat, I'm not doing bad. I'm doing pretty good. Captain Cat, last night, Captain Cat and I were both at the Doomcock Roundtable last night after Anti-Trekker's stream ended. Now, for those who don't know, if you're a patron of Doomcock, he holds monthly meetings on Discord where dozens of people... John Araki with a $2 super chat says, "Don't breach our privacy like Anti would." Don't worry, John Araki. I won't say who it is. I'm just curious if anybody wants to fess up. And nobody has to. Nobody has to. I understand. Believe me, I understand. So just was curious. We'll get to that. But the Doomcock Roundtable, it's a monthly thing he hosts for his Patreon patrons and other subscribe. He has Subscribestar too, and maybe I'll do something like that if we ever get more than like 10 people. It's a monthly Discord get-together where everybody gets to talk in the Discord room. It's not recorded. It's not on YouTube. It's just solely on Discord. And the way Doomcock does his roundtables, everybody gets 5 minutes to do something, anything they want. Some people sing. Some people read poetry. Some people show a video they made, or they show a video somebody else made. But they have 5 minutes. They can talk. They can ask questions. And it's their time. So I've been going to there for months. I've sung a couple of times. I've shown videos a few times. I've just asked questions. I've talked about weird experiences I've had. So last night, being Anti-Tracker stream was on, I didn't have a lot of time to prepare anything. I decided I was just going to play for them because they love this type of stuff. The Beach Boys song that I did for Anti-Tracker, but not the one where I sing, that you guys, not the California Girls version where I sing, but the California Girls version where the actual Beach Boys sing. Now, YouTube did monetize it. The copyright holder of the Beach Boys song did monetize it, so it's fine. Like, it got a copyright match, so I can't play it during a live stream, but people can watch it if they so choose. So I put that, it was only like 2.5 minutes long, so I put it out last night, and everybody at Doomcock's Roundtable really liked it, and like there was a lot of good momentum, and everything was going good. I thought, okay, cool, I'm going to leave these people happy, and all good. And then Captain Cat, because he's going in alphabetical order. After Bird of Prey 5 came Captain Cat, so Captain Cat comes right after me. And Captain Cat decides, and I did give him permission. I just didn't think he would do it. Captain Cat shows the video of me singing Faith of the Heart, immediately following my Beach Boys California Girls edit. And from laughter turned to tears. Never so quickly had laughter turned to tears. All the goodwill that I might have accumulated was gone. Was gone so quick. Not even 5 minutes. But I love you. I love you, Captain Cat. And I gave you permission. I said you could do it. That's what I get. I should have thought better of it. I didn't realize you were right next after me. I assumed there would have been like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know why. Didn't think. But, yeah. Yosef says, my notebook unsubbed. That's not good. I need every sub I can get. Darth Kilhoon says, hi, Bird. Welcome, Darth Kilhoon. It's good you're here. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing good. Captain Cat and everybody, subscribe to Darth Kilhoon. He plays Hearts of Iron 4 most nights, I'd say. And he also does a video series. He's doing a video series on Star Wars, how he would run a Sith empire, I believe. I'm not the greatest with the Star Wars stuff. But he makes it interesting because he mixes in real-world military tactics and history. So they are great to listen to. Even if you're not the biggest Star Wars fan like myself, I still listen to them all. And he plays Hearts of Iron 4. And, a lot of the regulars show up there. So it's a nice place to be. He usually does Hearts of Iron 4 later in the night. So I'm usually asleep. But when I can, I listen to it the next day. Or 2 days, whenever I can. Captain Cat says, or have monthly periods because you're not a woman. Wesley Crusher's in the house. Wes, Bird of Prey, how's it going? It's going good, Wes. I'm sorry I was not able to get any Space Engineers time. I'm really interested to see that special project you've been working on. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but you're welcome to if you would like. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe tonight. I don't know. But I would love to see it. Schronmore says, so you're telling me I should return the money to my bank just because it isn't mine? No, I'm not. If you sent me money that doesn't belong to you, that's fine. Just tell me who it belongs to, and I will tell them who to go after, and I can keep the money. Everybody's happy. Captain Cat is smiling, and he says hi to Wes. Chief Cook says he's dropping. Lol, he dropping. What am I dropping? John Araki says generic AOC reference. Chief Cook, he dropping. Captain Cat says, hey, Chief. And Chief Cook says, hey, Cat. And then John Araki gave his generous $2 super chat, his first of them. Says, where's Anti-Tracker? Rock Solid Production says, I don't think men should have periods. I think PMS should be fair game. Luke Favark with a €5 super chat. Sing Little Bird Sing of Wolf and Man, Metallica. Of Wolf and Man, Metallica. Let's see if we can get a karaoke version. I can sing it now. I can try, but if we can't, holy crap. Okay, well, we'll try. We will try, Luke. We'll try. Yeah. I might start falling behind in the chats, so going forward after Luke's super chat, please use @BirdoPrey5 if you want me to read the comment. So I know if I don't have to read it, I can skip it to catch up again. Okay. What? Something wrong? Oh, okay. No, I thought you. So this is Metallica of Wolf and Man. Thank you to Luke, and we'll see. We'll see how it happens. I've not particular Metallica listener. Probably never heard this song before. It's metal, I guess. We call this metal, heavy metal. Off through the new day's mist I run. Out from the new day's mist I've come. I hunt, therefore I am. Harvest the land, taking off the fallen lamb. Off through the new day's mist I run. Out from the new day's mist I have come. We shift, pulsing with the earth, company we keep, roaming the land while you sleep. We're gonna rob you, shape shift, like Odo, nose to the wind. Move swift, all senses clean. Earth's gift back to the meaning of life. I can't find the glasses. Bright is the moon, high in starlight. Chill in the air, cold as steel tonight. We shift, call of the wind. Fear in your eyes. It's later than you realized. Now I'm rhyming like Tupac. Shape shift, nose to the wind. Shape shift. Feeling I've been. Move swift, all senses clean. Earth's gift, back to the meaning of life. 42 MFers. Where'd I put those glasses? I figured I'd check my head. This is weird. How could they be gone? Come on, there's got to be a second chorus. Maybe I can find them. They're gone. They are gone. Maybe there's no more lyrics. I don't know. That's what happens when you never listen to a song before you sing it. I had to shoot him. I had no choice. Oh, I feel a change. Back to a better day. Shape shift. Hair stands on the back of my neck. Shape shift in wilderness is the preservation of the world. To seek the wolf in thyself. Shape shift nose to the wind. Shape shift feeling I have been. Move swift, all senses clean. Earth's gift, back to the meaning of man, of wolf, of man, of wolf and man. What's the meaning of wolf? It's a four-legged, dog-like creature with bigger teeth, and it eats little children and grandmothers. Qapla! I'm sorry, Sassy. Sassy does not like it when I go heavy metal. Sassy does not like it when I go heavy metal. I really have no idea. Oh, here they were. Here they were. Oh. I'm sorry. It's too late. I screwed up. They were there, but they were black. So I didn't see them on top of my black cell phone. And poor Mama Pray had to listen to that. Poor Mama Pray.
No problem. I didn't hear you. I had my hood on.
Oh, I don't think the hood muffles the noise that much. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back, because I'm way behind in the chat now. And I saw a super chat came in while I was singing. John Araki with another $2 super chat. Put the shades on for metal songs. I'm so sorry, John Araki. I just could not find it in time. But you got it. You got it afterwards. Okay, gonna skip the hellos. Thomas's anti-tracker might be at the Avengers movie. That's possible. Captain Cat says, had to make another Google account. It wouldn't let me use my Gmail with my real name anymore. So I made a Captain Cat email. Oh, well, that sucks. Why wouldn't it let you use your Gmail with your real name? Roland's in the house. Hail, hail, Roland. Hope you're still here. Wow, we got 31 people. Metallica must bring them in. Luke Favark says, hey, hey, everybody. DJ said, hey. Shromore says, I always respect a man who says chimney and cockroach. Who doesn't? Luke says, bird of prey, how much to make the bird sing? I forget. Okay, well, I guess somebody told you because you certainly remembered. DJ says, bad special guest doesn't show up on time. Well, there was no set time. I told him I would be streaming for a couple of hours. I honestly didn't know what time, so we didn't have a lot of time to set up a time, so don't blame him. We had, could have, and he is, from what I hear, he's going to try to make it, so we will see. We will see. Sharmore says, hey to Luke. DJ says, Thomas Potts, did you notice Bird never wants any of us as a special guest? DJ, there will be guests. There will be guests going forward. Actor says, I think it was 5 American euros, Luke. Karoga likes people to suffer, says Thomas. Surf Trektronic says, Steve Shives might be the most arrogant liberal I've ever seen on YouTube. Well, there are a hell of a lot. Okay, but there is something about Steve Shives' face. Yeah, but hey, he's doing great on YouTube. I don't know where he gets these fans from, but bless him, bless him. We should all be so lucky. Him and the Anti-Tracker used to fight it out on religious issues 5 years ago, and now look at him. Life with Matthew says, are you kidding? Hit that like button because of singing. Now, what is the likes up to, by the way? I can't see. We didn't get to 50 yet, did we? No. 18. Oh, good. We got plenty of singing. Plenty of singing if we need to. Thomas says, DJ, I know. What have we ever done to Bird of Prey? Oh, what have you ever done to me? Very interesting. Only today you photoshopped me onto a group of gay Klingons at a Klingon pride parade. Luke says the actor, $5 is only $4 and 417 euros. DJ says, I know, Thomas, we didn't even we were even nice to keep his quotes for posterity. Captain Cat saying hi to Rambling. Actor says, I only bombed him once accidentally. Yeah, you guys are jerks. Thomas Potts says, Bird of Prey is getting money from the ACLU. DJ says, secret PayPal account was AOC. She's funneling money again. Hey, if it's AOC, that's great. I'm a big fan. You should come over sometime and campaign. Mom can leave the house for a little bit. John Araki with his earlier $2 super chat. Thank you again, John. Schronmore says, I wish I could help out financially, but I have debts and I'm unable to help out. All I can do is show up when I tend to live stream. You deserve all the financial support and more that you get. Thank you so much, Schronmore. As I said, financial support is appreciated. It is not necessary, but I thank everybody who comes here, especially someone who so eloquently greets me, Mama Prey, and Sassy Scourge of the Squirrels.
Did you thank the person?
I did. Who subscribed to me on PayPal?
Yes.
Yes, that's what brought this all up.
Oh.
You were outside. Mama Prey wanted to make sure I didn't forget. And I'll say it again. Somebody subscribed to me on PayPal for a monthly subscription. It was a very specific amount. I just don't know who you are because it came in the name of an organization. So if you'd like to be the person, message me on my Discord or Twitter or drop in the chat. And, I'll know it's you if you use the initials of the organization or something. You can figure out something so I know it's you. But if you'd like to, you don't have to. But thank you to whoever it was. Mystique, it was me. Oh, Mystique. Thank you, Mystique. I really appreciate it. Well, if you'd like me, Mama Prey is saying, if you'd like me to announce the amount, I will. Certainly will, but it's completely up to you, Mystique. Roland says, I was there. Marlena Monroe says, hi all, welcome Marlena. Captain Cat says, Bird of Prey, hey brother, it was from me. I set up a monthly subscription on my church's PayPal. It's connected to my card though. The amount is for $10.77 because I was following your subscribe star. Well, Captain Cat, that makes sense. That is exactly what the amount was for, and it is coming from a church. Mystique is already a subscribe star subscriber. So I do still thank you, Mystique. I very much appreciate it. Unless there was a second PayPal set up monthly, but if you set it up on Subscribestar, Mystique, I did see it was you, and I thank you very, very much. And Captain Cat, though, yes, there was the 1077, and I appreciate that, Captain Cat. He picked 1077 because that is, of course, Fry's PIN number from Futurama, and it is the $10 level I use on Subscribestar is actually 1077. So, Captain Cat, I will make sure you, as well as the other people who do choose PayPal, have a way to get my Subscribestar exclusives. Stromore says, hey there, Marlena. Everybody saying hi to Marlena. Marlena says, I like the idea, bird. Very cool. I forget what the idea was. John Araki says, Captain Cat is a Mormon. I don't believe he is, but he might be. Good if he is. Beautiful temples the Mormons build. When I used to work in San Diego, every day I'd pass this temple in La Jolla, and it looked like something from Disney World. John Araki says Captain Cat has 3 wives. I don't think so. He only mentioned 1. DJ says, wait, Bird sang a couple of times and they haven't booted you yet. Yeah, I know. And DJ is saying first. Okay, DJ. You take your medication. You're first, buddy. Actor says that is not at all rare for John Araki, for Cat, John Araki. Luke says to Marlena, bonjour, gente dame. Captain Cat says, thank you, DJ. You're my first new subscriber. Lol. Oh, did I not subscribe to you, Captain Cat? What's going on? Let's see. I have not. Okay, I am subscribing to Captain Cat. Although, to be honest, Captain Cat has no videos yet. So, once he gets videos, we can do a bigger push. DJ says, I hope I get one back. Oh, I don't think they're joking. Captain Cat says you did. Actor says he scratched you. Who scratched who? Captain Cat is laughing. Marlena is lolling. They got quiet. I see, this is what happens when I'm too far behind. Schronmore says to Captain Cat, make that 2 subscribers. Captain Cat says, not even Doomcock said anything. I was like, wow. Yeah, Doomcock was at a loss for words because of my faith of the heart. Although he did say that was the most spirited rendition I think he ever heard a little later. But they were really quiet, yeah. The Doomcock Roundtable went from lots of laughing and ha 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 to like stone cold could hear a pin drop quiet. Thank you, Captain. But also, thank you, Captain. Wesley, Chief Cook says, hey, guy, I will be back. I have to charge my phone. Thanks to Singing Bird singing. My singing caused your battery to run out. I've been told that's an issue. Wesley says, Bird of Prey want to do Space Engineers live stream tomorrow. I will try, certainly. Let me know what's a good time for you, Wes, and we will see if we can figure it out. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movie says, Qapla. I mean, Wes, for me, I'm probably good. It's a Saturday, like any time from like 10 a.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern to start. Preferably more towards the middle of that. But, if we had to go on an edge, we could see. I also need to get in a City Skyline stream tomorrow, so. Because I'm itching to play. Captain Cat says, have to go figure out how to get a couple of my clips from the old channel to my new, or I will just and do another live stream again. Well, Captain Cat, you can use, there's this software called 4K Downloader. If you Google it, 4K Downloader, it has a green icon. Anti-Tracker and I both use it. You can use it to download pretty much any YouTube video and then just re-upload the video to your new YouTube channel. Schronmore says, are you saying Captain Cat played Faith of the Heart and you could have done it with the hood? Played Faith of the Heart, you could have done with the hood to put the finishing touches. I'm not sure I get it. Captain Cat says, I swear it really did get quiet. Doomcock snickered many times. Yeah. Oh, way behind. Way behind. I'm so sorry. John Araki says, Captain Cat was a Catholic priest in the 90s. Nothing happened. Captain Cat says, poofed. And DJ says, wait till Doomcock finds out how Bird hates Doctor Who. Doomcock's never going to find out, DJ. Never going to find out. And then Luke gave his very generous €5 donation to sing of Wolf and Man. And that got Sassy. Sassy got off her bed and moved to the other side of the house, closer to Mama Prey. Marlena says, oh, Luke. Luke is laughing. Marlena gives the symbol. DJ says, prepare earplugs. Captain Cat, he goes, Luke. Rock Solid says, Birdo Prey, you don't need to worry about... Birdo Prey Vibe, you don't need to worry about reading this comment. That's right, I did tell people that they should put in Birdo Prey 5. So there's lots of people yelling about their ears and laughing and in the symbols and whatnot. So I was singing. John Araki put in $2 for me to put on the shades, but of course I couldn't find them. Mark Andy's in the house, says, hey guys, who is the special guest? It has yet to come. Yet to be announced and yet to appear. It will be closer towards the end of the stream. Maybe another 20-30 minutes. We'll see. Captain Cat says, Luke, that was worth €5. DJ says, we don't know. I think it's fake news. Luke says, yes, it is. No, it is not fake news. Okay? There will be a special guest one way or the other. Either it will be the special guest I have planned, or it will be a special guest I haven't had planned. But you will get a special guest. Miss Lundell's Groovy Movie says, all you need is a mullet and a flying V. DJ Odyssey says, Bird using clickbait. It's not clickbait. Mark Andy says, Karoga propaganda. No. Marlena says, I can't find the glasses. I'm dead. She was laughing. Luke says, of Bird and Man. Scientific Lens. Future Super Chat video in the making. Welcome, Scientific Lens. Mystique LeBeau is that a Vulcan sign or I don't know. It's tiny. Rambling Canuck says DJ will have to pay so he can sings the devil with the blue dress on, perfect for radio. Hector says he compared himself to Tupac. Oh hell no. Is the special guest AOC, says John Araki in a $2 super chat. Thank you, John Araki. The special guest is not AOC, but if AOC would like to be on, she is welcome. She can call my people. She can come to the door. Whatever she wants to do, she is welcome. Anytime, day or night. I'll even ask her a few questions if she wants. And I won't ask her about garbage disposals. Garbage disposals are off the table. DJ Odyssey is wondering about the Tupac comment. Marlena is continuing to jam out. Is this actually in the song, says Thomas. Some of it was. Captain Cat is laughing. And Actor says all of Bird's guitars are ukuleles. Mark Andy says Tupac faked his death and became Bird. Diabolical. Diabolical. DJ says the actor, that would make him Tiny Tim. Wesley says, I missed what's going on. So lost now. That's how I feel in Space Engineers. Tiki of Doom is saying, lol, welcome Tiki. Marlena says, if you play this song backwards, you'll get Karoga propaganda. Oh, definitely. It tells you to destroy Turtistan if you play it backwards. DJ says, Wesley Bird is singing Metallica. Luke paid him to sing a song, says Captain Cat. Luke is hysterical. Chief Cook says, God, he's singing. You call that singing, Chief? Well, thank you. Actor says, pity Iron Wolf isn't here. Wes says, oh wow. Metal AF, says Tiki. Mark Andy says, what's the meaning of werewolf? Buy Silver Futures. 33 people in the house. Welcome, everybody. Scientific Lens says, got real Shatner at the end there. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm in and out of Shatner. Fuck. Why did I say that? Fuck. I can just wait. The email's going to come any second. Any second. That's going to get up on the quotes list. Cinnabon Bunny. Welcome, Cinnabon Bunny. Says, what did I just walk into? You walked into a Bird of Prey 5 stream. You never know what you're going to get. Get new glasses, says Thomas. Joseph says, my ears are in desperate need of an exorcist. Wait. Thomas. Are you saying these glasses aren't new enough? There's the email. There's the email. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ. Joseph says, my ears are in desperate need of an exorcist. Captain Cat says, Cinnabon Bunny Bird singing metal. Wesley says, do it again with more yelling. I had to turn down the yelling. Tune down the yelling. Tune down the yelling? Turn down the yelling because Sassy was getting nervous. Luke says it was worth it. Thank you, Bird of Prey. You are so welcome, Luke. Cinnabon Bunny gives a thumbs up. Chief Cook says, Mom did not hear you singing, lol. DJ says, Bird-talica. Mark Andy says, there is no more metal than Bird. Nick Chapin. Nick Chapin. Metallica's #1 song is One. Do you agree, Bird? Nick, I don't know my Metallica song, so I don't disagree. I have no idea. Is that AOC?
Might be.
Did she call? Might be. Hello? Is this AOC? Are you really AOC? If you're really AOC, then who's the president? You're not AOC. He's not president anymore. You're trying to tell me Donald Trump was president of the United States. You think we are. Not my president. Right, Google? Right, Google? Yeah? Not my president. Resist, Google, yeah. It's for the algorithm. Shh, don't tell anybody. Wes said, Bird of Prey, if I missed you, answered, would you do a Space Engineers live stream tomorrow? We could certainly try to set one up, Wes. Give me a time that works for you, Eastern time, and I will do my best. We can Skype. We can figure it out. Chief Cook says no singing. Marlena says, wasn't Steve all in for the Atheism Plus thing? Yes, Steve and Anti-Tracker and all of them. They used to do, I don't know what. I didn't watch it then. I don't watch it now. Actor says, is Bird implying that being gay is bad? When would I have implied that? I could not. Roland says, Bird of Prey, please sing I Dreamed a Dream. I dreamed a dream? What's I dream a dream? Remind me, Roland, when I get to the end of the comments, if I will try it. I'll look. DJ says, guess so. Now he's calling us jerks. Captain Cat says, compliments of Thomas. Mark says, Shives is Deaf Atheism Plus. Vile Mike says, howdy all. Welcome, Vile Mike. Welcome. Mark Andy says, howdy. Chief Cook says, Catman, lol. Actor says, so Anna's sister is still missing. How sad. Yeah, I did just get the Nerdrotic update stream email. Anna, or That Star Wars Girl, if for those of you who don't know, she's a fellow YouTuber, although she has quite a big channel. I hear like 100,000 plus people. One of her sisters went missing about 5 or 6 days ago now, and she was last seen somewhere in or around San Francisco. But if you're in that area at all and you haven't heard of it somehow, please check out Nerdrotic stream, or if you go back in Anti-Trekker's Discord or my Discord, we all have links to her picture, her photo, and more info about her. It is a serious issue. She's a young girl. She's 22 years old. They have pictures of her car, and it's a very unique car. It's a 2003 white Toyota 4Runner with a shitload of stickers on the back. And, it hit home because her main job was taking care of. She was a full-time live-in caregiver of a physically disabled person. Now, thank God I have Mamo Pray. But if I didn't have Mamo Pray, I don't know, I would need some type of live-in caregiver too. So, that really sucks. It really sucks for her sister, her family. We all hope she's okay. And if you're in it all around San Francisco, anywhere in California, check out my Discord, or check out Nerdrotic, or check out Twitter. One of her sisters is Emily with 2 M's. That's literally her Twitter name, Emily with 2 M's. And one of the sisters who tweet a bunch of updates. DJ says, I said first for cats, new account. Ah, okay. Mark Andy says, dang, she's still missing. Tiki says, I used to drive past the Mormon Temple in La Jolla on my way to work, too, back in the day, Bird. Oh, very cool, Tiki. Maybe we passed each other. Chief Cook says, Captain Cat. Ah, I got it. He put an emoji of a cat. Vile says, yeah, Bird of Prey, I live in San Diego, and I know the temple you're talking about. Huge and beautiful architecture, and even I appreciated it, even though I'm an atheist. I tell you what, Vile, it was so nice. I didn't know anything about Mormonism. The first or second or third time I was in San Diego in La Jolla, I was staying at the Residence Inn that's like almost just across the highway from the thing. So not knowing anything about Mormons, having barely know anything about Catholicism, but knowing in general churches were open to all people, I drove on over there one day and found out that no, Mormon temples are not open to all people. They're open to Mormons. The temple is more religious, apparently, than their everyday church. So you gotta be like I don't know, well-known Mormon. You just don't get to go in the temple off the street. Although they do hold open temple days, I'm told. But of course, that's like rare, once a year or something. Captain Cat says, yes, Darth, I don't know, playing my games on a live stream, it was lagging so much. I'm sorry about that. Mark Andy says, what the timestamp for the Doomcock reaction? Well, that's the thing, Mark Andy. It wasn't on YouTube, so there's no way to get it. Oh, unless he recorded it. No, he doesn't record the roundtable. Whatever it was last night. Yeah, the Power Hour. Oh, was it the Power Hour? It's the one he doesn't record, so there's no record of it whatsoever, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it. Captain Cat says this was Patreon, Mark, and somebody said something about Mama Pray.
What did they say then?
Captain Cat says, Mamo Pray, try for the sub.
I did.
She subbed. Nick Chaplin.
Maybe said thank you for the sub.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the sub. You're welcome. It is Chaplin. I knew I misread it, not Chapin. Nick Chaplin says, shout out to you, Bird, and shout out to Bayside. I was there the other day working. It's a beautiful neighborhood. Thank you, Nick. You know, I picked this neighborhood when I used to work up in Westchester, and my friends, I grew up, my family was in Canarsie, Brooklyn, and my social life was centered in Nassau County, Long Island. So Bayside was central to all of them. It was literally the closest I could get to work while staying on this side of the bridges. And so that's how I picked the neighborhoods. Like, I'm going to live in Bayside. And I found an apartment here first. Then after a few years, I was able to buy a house and been here ever since. A lot of changes, but it's still a nice place, especially for New York City. Although all of New York City is just rotating around that toilet, waiting for that, you know, water pressure to suck it all down through. It's going to come down like a house of cards. Now I'm depressed. No, I'm kidding. Mark says, I'm too plebeian for Patreon. Now, Mark, even for $1 a month, you can become a Doomcock patron or a Bird of Prey subscribe star. You could you become a Zoidberg for $1 a month. Hector says, mentioning a YouTube downloader on YouTube can make YouTube angry. Well, hopefully I was enough anti-Trump that it makes them happy. Captain Cat says, enjoy Chief Cook. DJ says, yes, Doomcock will. I've talked to someone who into telling him for me. He won't believe you. Nick Chaplin says, Bird, what do you do for a living before you got sick, my dude? You said you made 6 digits. Yeah, well, I was from schooling. I was an electrical engineer. And I started working for a liquor company that was privately owned by a wealthy man, the Sidney Frank Importing Company. Sidney E. Frank became a billionaire while I was working there. He was very rich when I started, but he literally became a billionaire. He was number 142 on the Forbes 400 list by the time before he had passed away. And he was a very generous person. The company was very generous. I was very helpful to the company. The company was very generous to me. And because of Mr. Frank, I was able to buy this house. And, man, if any little piece had been out of place, I don't know what would have happened. God forbid I had gotten this sick. Well, the good thing was that despite me making good money, I bought a house. Now, I bought the house right before the crash. A few years before the crash. But I made sure, because the banks were giving out money like crazy. So when they saw my income, they were like, "Oh, you could buy a $1.5 million house." I'm like, I'm not buying $1.5 million house. I can't do that. I made sure I could buy a house that I could afford making literally half the income I was making. And luckily I did, because I got sick and I lost more than half of the income I was making. So, but we have things. We're good. Oh, what was I doing before? I was an electrical engineer, but I became director of engineering and technology for the importing company. So I was handling all types of stuff for the company, from video stuff. We were doing video design, a bunch of IT stuff, all the technology for the company. I was doing the cell phones, the security systems, and engineering. If we needed to do engineering, I'd go places. A lot of special projects I was sent all around the country. Oh, in the world, yeah. But I'd go, we'd set up, we'd been expanding. So we'd go and set up new offices. We had our main office in Westchester. But I was there, I went to, and I helped set up, like physically. Both purchasing stuff, setting up networks, and just helping move shit. Because I was never afraid to get my hands dirty, no matter how much they paid me. We set up an office in Dallas, an office in Chicago, an office in Florida, and I did not make it. There was one we were setting up in Alabama, but I couldn't make that one. There was no way to get a flight that got me in at any reasonable amount of time that I needed to get there and out. They set that office in the middle of nowhere for reasons. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Thomas says DJ should sign up for Doomcock and tell him in the stream and then cancel his sub. Yeah, he could. Mark Andy says DJ twists the knife. DJ says Thomas, I'm too broke for that. You could find $1, DJ. I know you could. Well, no, not to me, for Doomcock.
Oh.
They're saying he should sign up to Doomcock for 1 month. Just tell Doomcock how much I hate Doctor Who and then cancel. And actually, I think he might even... Well, I'm not even going to say it. I think there's a way you can sign up and not end up paying. But I would not suggest that. Actor says, what happened to only reading the Bird of Prey 5 comments? Well, Actor, I realized we might have got some people in. But you're right. DJ says, and Doomcock replied to me before on Twitter. I could just tell him there. BioMike says, it's a special guest or a special guest? It's a special guest. DJ says, special guests are those Klingons from the parade. Mark Andy says, the bunny is a stool pigeon. The hell is that? Roland says, Bird of Prey, I'm here if you need a backup guest. Well, thank you, Roland. Nick Chaplin says, yo, Bird, are you doing Picard review? When Picard comes out, I'm sure I will review it. DJ says, most will log out of the stream if AOC was the guest. I don't think so. I think they'd be interested in what she had to say. Darth Calhoun says, I'd rip apart AOC with logic. Shromore says, Bird, how about you and Anti-Tracker do an STD voiceover, rewriting the script to make it more track and less cringe? Well, I don't think that's possible. To be completely honest. What's up, Sassy? There's squirrels outside. Are there mean squirrels you got to scourge? Shromore says, I just read that. Captain Cat says she comes to the door. Bird will be screaming, I have... No. There's no such thing. I'm not screaming that. Thomas says 3 questions. It's more like, it's more than one. AOC. DJ says, Bird would yell, death by Snoo Snoo. Schroenmore says, Darth Calhoun. AOC has plot armor. She's immune to logic, indeed. Captain Cat Bird would yell, where is the SOB? And Mark Andy says, Snoo Snoo is legal execution in 4 states. Guess which ones? Captain Cat says, hit that like button. Thank you, Captain Cat. Yes. Please hit that like button if you're here. If you like it. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. But tell me why. John DeMarco's in the house. He says, I'm here. I'm stuck in traffic. But I'm listening in. Well, thank you, John DeMarco. Captain Cat is laughing. Mystique is smiling. Luke is laughing. Captain Cat is saying, go, go, go. Hector says, Potts. Thomas says 2 quotes right there. Yeah. Dick Jabin says, yo, 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 Bird. Chaplin. Captain Cat says, Roland, damn DJ, that was quick. Captain MKG says all the things. Sorry I missed you yesterday in Space Engineers. It's okay, Cap. I understand. You can always go back and watch if you're interested. Maybe tomorrow there'll be another Space Engineers. We'll see. Captain Katz's Bird of Prey. Oh, can you get your wrench back? Of course you can. Right, this is a new account. I forgot. There you go, Captain. Although, should I have given you your wrench? We'll see. Darth Calhoun says Shrumore wait until the Civil War. We'll see if her plot hammer can stop a non-socialist bullet. Well, I'm going to tell you, Darth, she will. Civil War. Jesus Christ. I thought you said election. Oh, I just got a text. Oh, my. Nothing. I got a text from Anti-Tracker. Okay, well, Anti-Tracker is home. So. Cool, let me see. Was that my guest? DJ keeps the Bird of Prey 5 quote page open during live streams. Well, that makes sense. Nick Chaplin says, hey to Captain. Captain Cat says, wow, DJ. Actor says, what if Bird sings flamenco? I never heard of that. Poor Sassy and Us. Mark Andy says, you never know what you will get. I expect singing. Surprise me with dancing. I wish I could. I sincerely apologize. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movie says, I think we should discuss the plethora of Anti-Tracker's wrong assumptions of mashups between the Federation and the Empire from Star Wars. Well, Mr. Lundell, I have to agree with Anti-Tracker that an Anti-Tracker just got into the chat. He just got back from Endgame. Very cool. I guess Anti-Tracker will tell us if Endgame is worth seeing again. I have to agree with Anti-Tracker. I think Star Trek ships would kick Star Wars ships' butts. I'm sorry. Thomas Potts says tomorrow is Sunday. Oh, good. That means I don't have to worry about Saturday. I'm glad somebody finally got rid of that most annoying of days. Chief Cook says, what's wrong with why you think it's wrong, Mr. Lundell? Luke says, oh boy, don't get me started on the matchup. Oh boy. It's speculation at most, and it's getting worse. And guessing at worst, says Captain Cat. I don't think it's speculation. He has numbers to back it up. Vile says, I don't think the algorithm cares if you badmouth Trump at this point when you have been dropping F-bombs like a horny sailor. Well, the algorithm has nothing against F-bombs. I'll tell you that right now. Like an episode of Star Trek Discovery, F-bombs might even help the stream. Where was I? Luke says, most importantly, the matchup is bad in the first place. Yeah, well, that's true. Ms. Lindell says, I think the Empire would fare much better than the Federation in an all-out war between the two. Agree to disagree. Luke says, we'll go watch the Focused Constitution versus Distort. Well, go watch up Focused on Constitution versus Star Destroyer. Captain says, I don't know, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I don't watch it that much. Yeah, me neither. Oh, it is way past my pill time. Here you go. Here's the California girls that Doomcock didn't get to see. I'll be right back. Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel all right. And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. The West Coast has the sunshine and the girls all get so tan. I dig a French bikini on a wild island all by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world and I see all kinds of girls. Yeah, but I can't wait to get back in the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. There we go, you guys. You guys don't need to get the extended cut. Vile says, maybe I will do an opinion video on Akani versus ISD. That sounds cool. DJ puts up a link. Newest link to Nerdrotic talking about it. Very cool. Yes, that is the link to Anna's The Star Wars Girls Missing Sister. Serious issue. John Araki says, kinda want M&M's now. I had a dream about M&M's last night. Miss Lundell's Groovy Movie says, bear in mind that Empire is a far more vicious than the Dominion, with tactics the Federation has never seen before. Disagree again, Mr. Lundell. Captain Cat says, hey, Captain MKG says to Captain Cat, good afternoon. He's sorry if he misses any chats. He's on his mobile. I'm still way behind. Okay. Might have to go into overdrive here. Luke says, my main gripe with the matchup is the Connie is a hero ship. It's built to look like awesome and survive everything. Meanwhile, Star Destroyer is designed to be menacing yet fail. Well, what would you prefer? The Connie versus an X-Wing? Are there hero ships on the Rebel side? Darth Calhoun says a Catholic parish is open to everyone. Or a Klingon D7 versus a Star Destroyer. Or a Klingon Bird of Prey versus Star Destroyer. Because I tell you what, the Bird of Prey still wins. Darth Calhoun says a Catholic parish is open to everyone. Yes, that's what I knew. But I did not realize that it was not like that for all religions. Vile Mike, although to be fair, the temple is more like a kind of, high section of the Vatican. That you can't just go walking willy-nilly around. Vile Mike says, Mr. Lundell, does the Empire really use tactics? They just fire everything in a general direction. That's a good question. Luke says it's a villain ship. It's made to lose. Well, if they're made to lose, and it's no surprise when they lose. Mr. Lundell says, Vile Mike, a little of both. Vile says, I could do a Connie with the average crew, ISD, average crew. Even a Connie got destroyed versus M5 Enterprise. The M5 computer? That was controlling another Connie. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to compare. Thomas says, beautiful neighborhood, all those drunk drivers. Yeah, well, maybe the Falcon versus the Defiant. That's a pretty good match. Of course, the Defiant would destroy the Falcon, but it would be a good match. Thomas says, whatever happened to that guy who threw the chair off your porch? He still walks by now and then. Mamo Prey sees him. He's not all there mentally. Vile Mike says, Falcon versus Defiant, a modified cargo ship that has stuff falling off versus dedicated warship 10 times bigger. Luke says, I would do Mom Calamari Rebel Cruiser versus a standard Connie. A Mon Calamari? I don't know what that is. Chief Cook says, hey, skip me. If we hit the bullseye, the rest of the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate. Yes, I think that is a Futurama quote. If not, it's really close. A Zaf Brannigan quote. Let's see. Okay, I'm skipping over comments that have nothing to do with anything. Thomas says, is this a Pornhub office you're talking about? No, Thomas. It was a liquor importing office, which is probably similar. Luke says, most importantly, TIE fighters would be useless against the Connie. DJ says, I don't need to. I just send this live stream and let him hear it for himself. Well, if you could get him to listen to the whole live stream. Thomas, I worked there. It sucked, and I felt oh, God. Ms. Lindell says, why are TIE fighters useless against the Connie ship? Just saying that makes no sense. Well, because they have limited weapon range and no shields. And that's what Vile Mike said. Nick Chaplin says, wow, fantastic. So proud of you. I only wish you the best in your health and future endeavors and the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Nick Chaplin. I really appreciate that. And good luck to you and your future endeavors and current endeavors. And Anti-Trekker is in the house and says, hey, Anti-Trekker. Luke says, supported with X-Wings, of course. Vile Mike says, Ector Defiant is also a hero ship. Yeah, I know, it got destroyed once. I want to make sure my mic was on. It's been a while. I want to make sure it got destroyed once, but that does not count for reasons. DJ says, hail, Anti-Trekker, king of all turds. Actor says there's not enough technical info on Star Wars to do any comparison. Luke says, Anti-Trekker, hey man, how you doing? How's the back? Wesley says, I can't reply much, but listening. Vile Mike says, Luke, Y-Wing moves like a sleepy hut. You don't need fighters. Okay, DJ says, Anti-Trekker, you might want to ask Bird to show you the mask Mamo Prey 5 made. It's not around anymore. I think she took it out. Anti-Trekker says, hurting and now need a new fund time with the insurance company. Not the health insurance, the disability insurance at work. They did not get my doctor's note, so I woke up today to half a paycheck. Oh, man. That sucks. Rambling Canuck says, Luke, I see your X-Wing squadron raise you the Prometheus. Joseph Petrick says, hashtag me poo. Hail, hi, Anti-Trekker. Shromore says, Anti-Trekker, hey there, hope your back is doing better today. Thomas says, Anti-Trekker, hello, see Endgame again. Luke says, Vile, yes, they still move at a decent pace, but unlike some bombers he won't mention. Thomas says, it's Anti-Trekker the guest. He is not, but he could be if he wanted to. Anti-Trekker says, yes, just got back from Endgame. Luke says, Rambling Canuck, you're misunderstanding the point. I am right. Anti-Trekker says, I will talk about it on my stream tonight. No spoilers, lol, says DJ. Let's see. Shromore says it sucks about Anti-Trekker's insurance. Same happened to him a few years back. Unpleasant. Definitely not pleasant. Actors as bird of prey, flamenco, Spaniards climb over a table, tap dance, and wail a song. You have to have seen it. Flamenco. Flamenco. You have seen it in a movie for sure. I'm not sure. Jerome Wars' DJ fully agree the Asgard would kick the Federation ass. Very possible. Well, yes and no. I think our special guest. Is around. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me like a minute here. Let's get this sorted out. Okay, well, while he is figuring out, we'll keep reading. Shromore says DJ, I think we're close. Shromore says DJ fully agree Asgard kick the Federations. Well, the Asgard, you see, I would say so, but they were going to lose to the Replicators because I don't know how far Anti-Trekker saw in it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But Anti-Trekker, if you're here, the widget broke again. Anti-Trekker, if you're here, cover your ears, because I'm gonna unleash the Stargate spoilers in a minute. Let's see. I fixed the widget. We'll fix the widget. Okay, good. Our special guest is ready. Let me just get the widget fixed, and then we'll get our guest on, and we'll go from there. So I guess you got a reprieve from the Stargate spoilers. There you go. But yeah, the Asgard, they were gonna get kicked. They were gonna get their asses kicked. They needed humans to help them. Primitive humans. Okay, guys. So, hold on. Let me ask him. My first guest. So, yeah, the Asgard needed human help. So I thought they were great. I mean, they were definitely the most powerful in the Stargate universe, minus the Replicators that were going to beat them. But then even the humans beat the Replicators. Okay, we're connecting. And They are unavailable. Call declined. Okay, we'll try that again. Okay, we're having slight technical issues. It's not Mecca. It's not a big YouTuber, okay? So I don't want any disappointment. It's not AOC. Happy pill time, says Surf Trektronics. Yes, it was happy pill time. Sir, Vile Mike says 100 X-Wings versus Connie, maybe. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, listen, a million X-Wings versus the Enterprise, the million X-Wings get it, even if only because they, suicide run into it and drain all the shields. But a legit, squadron of 25 or even 50, I don't know. I don't think so. DJ says they better not tell Doomcock about bird-hating Doctor Who. He could show a certain bunny video. Oh yeah, you know what? Next time we have a Doomcock roundtable, the bunny video might have to come out, DJ. Might have to. So there we go. Now we've got what's called mutually assured destruction. The safest way to be. No, it's not Captain Foley. It's not a YouTuber, to be honest. Not yet. Not yet. Thomas says, I don't think it's me. Okay, they're calling in. Come on. Hello?
Howdy do.
Shu, is that you?
It is I.
Welcome. You are on the stream. Everybody, this is Shu from Aletheia Games. Am I pronouncing that right? Aletheia Games. Shu from Aletheia Games. And so, Shu, welcome to the stream. I know you were busy. I thank you for coming. Just so you go, we've been going on about an hour and 20 minutes. There have been various things of all types going on here. The latest thing has been a talk between whether Star Wars or Star Trek ships would win in a fight. So of course, we've got people on both sides. But welcome. I did tease them. I said we were going to have a guest today. So I'm glad you made it. So why don't you working on a video game console? Am I right?
Yeah, I'm working on two. I'm working on a handheld and a home console.
Very cool. So you is this something you're building from scratch? Or is it like a modified Genesis or something? Or
I've been designing this from scratch for about 3.5 years. So I started back in 2016 to design this, both of them.
Very cool. So what is it something we can see yet? Is it in planning stages? How's it going?
The best way to see it is to go to Twitter and go to the Twitter page and the homepage, and then you'll just see a picture of it there. That's pretty much what I can show right now. I've had to take down a few things because of fluctuating circumstances, so it's kind of hard right now for me to really show anything. But if you go there, you can actually see what the home system looks like. I haven't showed the handheld system yet. I've basically been keeping that one close to the chest, but I can give you the names if you would like.
Yeah, I mean, anything that would help us search for it. Now, your Twitter, is that the same Twitter I contacted you on, or is it a different Twitter?
No, that would be at Operation Razor.
Okay, at Operation Razor. Let me get that up, and I'll put the link into the chat for people. Operation, just RAZOR, or there it is.
Yes, all together, one word.
A black Z, a red Z like looking thing.
Yep.
Yes, very cool. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the chat, and then I will bring up the Twitter page just as the background so people can see what you're talking about, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Bear with me. Okay, so this is Operation Razor on Twitter, and it looking like a very sleek and cool machine. So I tell me what you want to tell me about. I guess you know best here.
Well, that particular picture is a picture from a video that we had put up on YouTube in 2016, and that particular picture there is just basically it was an answer to a question of how do you show people something that you don't exactly have 100% protection on.
Right.
And you don't want to spoil it, but you also want to, let people know what's going on. And that's pretty much what I did there. The system itself, do you want to know specs or anything, or?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you got, I'd be interested.
All right, the system specs are an ARM processor with the ARM processor is not the CPU. I'm sorry, I need to get this straight here. We changed that recently. We have a RISC processor, RISC-V processor for the CPU, and the GPU is going to be from ARM if we can get it. It's all down to that, but ARM is their GPU is what we're interested in using. Their newest one that came out, the G77, and we're looking at modifying that. The system is a multi-generational console. It is designed to play previous games, modern games, and contemporary games.
Wow.
And for those who don't know the difference, modern means not necessarily today, more so within the last 10 to 15 years. Contemporary is about today and tomorrow. So this system is about yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I'm trying to build for that. So one of the things that I've done is I've put in a disk drive. Now, a lot of people might laugh and say, a disk drive, why would you do that? But a disk drive is going to allow you to play your previous games on this system without any trouble at all. You can just put it in, close it, and play it. Now, this system does not allow you to play games from every manufacturer, every video game console person that has ever made. That's not what this is for. As well as the handheld. The handheld is called Nogear, Nohgear, and that's the code name for it at this time. And no is a Japanese word for knowing. So it's a knowing gear. So basically it's basically saying it's smart. It's not a stupid thing. It's got some smarts in there. It's got some technology up there. And both of these systems, we want to eventually get in a meeting with Sega of Japan and talk to them about this system and the handheld, because I believe very strongly that this system is going to not only disrupt the current setup of things, but it's also going to provide a way in which people who want not just digital, but also physical media to continue to exist in a way that people will find attractive and will find, like like they feel like they're not outside of the gaming world that they've known since they were kids or since they've been growing up. And a lot of people who grew up with video games in the modern world, and especially the contemporary world, don't understand what it was like to play games when they actually came completed in their box. Bugs or no, they came completed. And you didn't have all this microtransaction and digital.
I apologize for my dog.
Sorry, right?
I apologize.
You didn't have all this stuff.
Yeah, no. Could I ask a couple questions?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, first, sassy girl, please. I'm so sorry. She's moving her out of the room. Okay. First question was, you said you had a disk drive. Is this like a CD, a DVD, or like an actual floppy disk?
Oh no, this is CD media. Basically, It's a CD, DVD, Blu-ray media drive. For that reason, it is used for backwards compatibility. There's also going to be a cartridge port at the back of the system, so that you can play any cartridge game from Sega Master System or the Sega SG-1000, all the way up through to the Sega 32X. I think was the last time you had a cartridge. So you can play any cartridge game you want from the Sega brand there. But this isn't official, so I want to make that clear. There's nothing that I'm doing is official. It is design. It is 3.5 years of hard work and trying to put together the money and the resources to get this going. And I've had a really hard time because my life has been, and I don't want to sound like a crybaby, but my life has been not so good. And I've got this great thing that I want to do, but I need as much help as I can possibly and humanly get, because they're going to keep moving and I'm basically standing still, and it's really depressing at times. So
I hear you. Well, I think you answered the second question, because Vile Mike, who's in our chat, he had the question, was this going to be via emulation or if there's going to be cartridge ports? So you answered that. Now, Vile Mike, he does retro gaming, so that would be of interest to him.
There's going to be two forms. There's going to be, you can play your cartridge games and your disc games, or you can download those games if you already own them, or if you don't own them, you can pay for a small fee. It's going to be cheaper than the Wii console. The Wii Virtual Console is going to be cheaper than that. You're going to be able to download these games and play them not just on your home console, but also on the No Gear, because there is a card that we have that's going to be going back and forth that you can put into the controller for the home console and actually put it into the No Gear itself and play your games anywhere you want to go. The No Gear also has a Game Gear cartridge port on the back. So if you have a Game Gear collection and you don't feel like paying or downloading any games, you just want to play your Game Gear collection, the No Gear will play that as well.
I remember when I first got Game Gear, I was a Sega junkie as a kid. I mean, everybody was all about the Nintendo NES. I was born in 78, so I mean, I was prime.
So you're the 80s then?
Yeah, definitely 80s kid. My first video game system was a Sega Master System, and all my friends all had NES. And I'm like, I got NES, but I was true to Sega. I loved Sega. Alex Kidd in Miracle World, and they were doing some good stuff. And of course, once Sonic came in with Genesis, then I felt, okay, at least I'm on par now. But back in the days when it was just the 8-bit Sega versus the 8-bit NES, we were getting our asses kicked. Although I gotta say, the Sega stuff looked cooler. I mean, it was sleek and black. And then I got a Game Gear, and that one was really nice, because the Game Gear was full color, where the Game Boy was originally, monochrome. And I remember my parents let me bring it to school once, and so a friend was playing it, and then like some other kids that we didn't know that kind of looked like they were not the nicest kids came over, and they were like, oh, let's see that, and they kind of pushed their way over, and my friend was holding it for dear life so hard, because we just thought this kid was going to grab it and run. And I'll be honest, I was in no condition. I was intimidating looking, but I was in no condition to run after somebody if they took off. And thankfully, all went well. So a lot of fond memories of Sega games. So that's really cool. It does interest me.
One of the things that I learned through doing this is that Nintendo basically pulled some pretty borderline illegal stuff with their third-party developers, and that's one of the reasons you didn't see a lot of the games on Master System, which had superior graphics. And if Sega had brought over the FM unit and built it inside of the Sega Master System, like they did in Japan, then you would have had FM synthesis sound instead of just the standard chiptune, and it would have blown away Nintendo's for years until Super Nintendo. That's how good that was. It was almost as good as a Genesis. But one of the things I also got to do was during that time of the Sega Genesis, the president of Sega of America this guy's name is Tom Kalinske. He former Mattel and former He-Man. He was involved with He-Man and the Flintstones vitamins. This guy ran Sega of America until about the middle of '95, towards the end, and towards the beginning of Saturn and that kind of stuff. He kind of left around that time. But I had the opportunity of actually knowing someone who knew him, and we set up a meeting, and we actually went, and I met him in Charlottesville, and I showed him and talked to him about this system, and he told me that if I could get them interested in it, that he thought that they might actually go for what I was telling him about. Of course, I told him about a lot of more of these things in detail because he actually ran the company, so he was used to that kind of thing. So, but I really just am interested in trying to get some help, and anyone who's willing to help, you got my Twitter there, and you can see it. I need help. I mean, the help I need is connections, people who, know somebody who may know someone who may be able to say, show me what you got, or tell me what you've been working on in detail, and what your plan is and how you're going to make money and all that kind of stuff. And that would be somebody I'd be interested in talking to, because I just don't have the resources right now to really push this the way I want it to. And I've been, working so hard for 3.5 years, and I just don't know where or what to do with it after this. And the only thing I can think of is to either try to go find some venture capital, which they're very sharky. They want their money ASAP, or find an angel investor or somebody who knows someone, and that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, but I really do believe in these products I've been designing. Oh yeah, those are mine. I bought a Genesis and a Mega Drive, and I put my Genesis and Mega Drive next to each other, and a Saturn, to say, hey, they're just hanging out. But I'm really trying to find someone to help. And if there's anybody who knows anyone who really wants to help, please contact me, because I really believe in this, and I think it can go somewhere. And in the world of Stadia and Microsoft trying their Game Pass and all this digital terrorism, I call it digital terrorism. I don't really mean to say terrorism. I mean to say what they're trying to do is they're trying to take away your freedom to own something. Because if you own a game, you can sell it, you can borrow it to someone, you can do whatever you want to. It's your copy. You can back it up. You can do whatever you want to, as long as you're not distributing it on the web. You can do whatever you want, and it's yours. And they have a problem with that. The video game publishers out there have a problem with that. And my system and the systems I've designed are designed to not be that way. Sure, there's going to be digital. Yes, there's going to be digital, but you're also going to be, cloaked in, the old school way of doing things, the physical stuff. There's actually going to be physical things for you to buy and to put on your shelf and to look at and to touch and to feel and to, every day know that when you walk into your game room and you got your little shelf there, you got some of the best games in the world sitting there waiting for you, as well as whatever's on the console and whatever's on your portable. And then that little card that I was talking about allows you to create a profile and keep it on that card. It's essentially your ID card. And that little ID card allows you to go anywhere, do anything you want to. You can all you need to do is take your ID card, maybe a couple of games with you over to your friend's house who has one, just put it into the controller, boot it up, and all your stuff is there because everything is stored on the ID card, not on the actual system. So it's very portable, it's very modern, it's very sleek looking, and it's really, really, really cool. And that's pretty much, where I wanted to go with that. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Just for the help you're looking for, obviously anybody who has connections, they would be great if they could contact you on your Twitter. The link I'd put in, and we'll do it again. Is there any other kind of help? I mean, are you looking for financial support at this point, or?
Yes, but I don't like to.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. yes, but.
I don't want to. I don't want to come off as being a beggar. I just want to be someone.
You're not a beggar. I mean, everybody who comes up with a new product, that there's a point where they always have to get money. I mean, very few people are independently wealthy enough to fund their own product from start to finish. So certainly in today's world with, Indiegogo and Kickstarter and just the internet in general, curious if I don't know that. I mean, I don't have a huge audience, but if there was someone out there looking to make some sort of investment or something that is something you would, you would entertain if they contacted you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure so everybody knew.
I want to talk real quickly about why I didn't choose Kickstarter or something like Indiegogo.
Sure.
Okay. The reason I did that was because shortly before I had started the design and I started going public, a lot of people started getting scammed. And at that time we had Ouya, and that was a game console, an Android-based game console, and a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people hated it because, while they funded it, they had trouble getting out their consoles to these people and delivering them to them. And basically the point is, a Kickstarter and Indiegogo has basically been turned into a place where people who have ideas go to try to take people's money, and that's a lot of what people remember about them instead of the actual product. In fact, right now, the only really good product for video games that has come out of Kickstarter has been the Bloodstained series, and that's pretty much been the only success. The real success. A lot of people will point to Shenmue 3, but that has gone through a lot of controversy itself. So and then I polled everyone on the web and I asked them, I said, what do you think? Should I go to Kickstarter? Should I go to Indiegogo? And everybody told me no. And it pretty much reaffirmed what I was thinking, that if I did that, I would be very much under suspicion from the gaming community, because they're like, what is this? This has got to be fake. And that's something I did not want people to say about this, because I'm not fake. I'm not here to take people's money. I'm here to make something I believe in and try to put it out there and show everyone a different way of doing something, and maybe a better way of doing something, and maybe from a perspective of somebody who's actually literally grown up with all of this stuff and has a perspective from it. I mean, I was born in 1980, so I mean, just like you, I've been there. I've seen the arcades come. I've seen the 8-bits come, the 16, 32. I've been through all of it. I've seen it all. And I pretty much am very aware of what's going on in video games. And I can see how a lot of people are unhappy with Microsoft and Sony and Google coming in here and throwing a wrench into everything and acting like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And it's not. It's going to steal your right to own things. It's going to steal your right to do these things. And I mean, think about it. When people had games on the PlayStation 4, they had games that were just removed. I mean, think about that. I mean, think about what Google does now on YouTube and how the adpocalypse comes. I mean, imagine if you're a supporter of the wrong political party, what are they going to do on your Google Stadia? Turn down your download rate, or turn down your speed at which you can play the game, or what? I mean, what are they going to do?
Right.
Lock your account because I mean,
you make a
it's
comment while you're
ridiculous.
playing, and you're going to wake up the next morning and say, sorry, Google's banned your account for hate speech because you told somebody off on a game, like, you know. And I'm like, oh, well, now what? Now what? Oh, well, you can still access your games, you just can't play them or something. They'll do something ridiculous like that.
Oh, yeah, you'll be waiting 6 to 8 months to get back into your account just so you can play your games, and they may even revoke your video games because the publishers have control over whether or not their games exist on Google Stadia or not. So they can actually pull the game from your account, whether you paid for it or not. This is the kind of thing that people are all in a tizzy about, going, oh, I use 4K over internet, and they don't realize that not everybody has 4K capable internet. Not everybody has 1080p capable internet. Not everybody has high-speed internet. And not only that, but not everybody has the kind of computer power or the computing devices that could play these games the way they should be played. And I know it's a streaming service and it's streaming video, but not everybody has that. Most people still only have 1080p televisions, and then they don't even have 2K or 4K televisions. So I mean, this is kind of ridiculous, and they're basically going to be, you know, they're just going to destroy everything about video games, and I can't sit here and let that happen, and I don't know anyone else who can or should sit there and let this happen. And that's why I was like, look, I love Sega. I want to bring them back. I think they're amazing. You know, some of the stuff they've been doing since the 2000s have been really terrible. They've basically pimped out Sonic to every video game that he could possibly put him in, and made him terrible on top of that. Made Sonic Mario's little you-know-what. So, I mean, that's not something that I, as a fan who grew up with Sonic, who grew up with all these great Sega games, that's not something I want to see. And I know a lot of people out there don't want to see that. And if you can't tell right now that I'm full of passion, there might be something wrong with your ears.
Oh no, I can tell. I can tell you're passionate. You know, that comes through loud and clear. I was gonna say it's not only video games, though. You're aiming to fix the video game side of things, but I mean, on the streaming of the movie and TV streaming side of things, just today I was going through. We had a box of old DVDs that we were actually going to donate to a local charity, but we had donated so many DVDs last year that they said, stop, please, give us a month to get through these and then come back. So one thing led to another, and the box got put under another box. So it was really almost a year later that we were going back with the rest. I said, Mom, let's look through these first, because I started pulling out some of the ones. But you know what? I'm not going to trade these in, because last year I thought, oh, why do I need DVDs again? Everything's streamable, right? I don't need a bunch of Simpsons DVDs, because I can just go on and stream The Simpsons off FX Now or FX Plus, whatever the hell it's called. But now, you know, in that year, Fox decided they're going to pull one of the most famous Simpsons episodes. It's literally no longer available for streaming because Michael Jackson voiced a character in it, not even under his real name. And even though Michael Jackson's been dead for 10 years and was never convicted of a crime, and granted, I'm not saying he was a nice guy, but why are you pulling a TV show he did 10 years ago? It's not justice. And literally, if I was a big Simpsons fan, and that could very well be in the top 10 of all my episodes, some idiot at Fox just decides, well, Michael Jackson is too toxic now, so we're literally going to erase a Simpsons episode from existence. So if I have, I can't stream it anymore. If I needed to, it's gone. Luckily, I have it saved on, 5 different hard drives as a backup, because I do own the DVD. But I was like, you know what? Well, no, we're not going to give out the Simpsons DVDs, because I got the first 8 Simpsons seasons of The Simpsons. And those are probably some of, if not the best episodes. And if they're already pulling one episode today, who's to say tomorrow they don't pull 2 more? So I'm keeping my Simpsons DVDs. And, a year or 2 ago, I was like, physical media, it's dead. But no, I think we're all seeing physical media has its place, because it's not only games. It actually came to games a little later, I think. But yeah, you're absolutely right. They want the power to just take away stuff, even if you paid for it. Even if you agreed. They said, hey, we're going to give you every Simpsons ever. That's literally the tagline for the FX app that I paid for, the monthly subscription, every Simpsons. But then they say, oh, well, not that one, and then not that one. So there are 2 Simpsons they've pulled now. So I was like, you know what, F this. I don't need you anymore. I'm going to just keep the physical media. So it was actually, quite timely, because that was just today. I was like, you know what, I'm not giving up my Simpsons DVDs. I'm not giving up Chris Rock DVDs, because I could just imagine, Chris Rock, if somebody was tomorrow accused Chris Rock of something inappropriate, they could take down all of his stuff like they did Louis C.K. It's crazy. It's a crazy world. So you know what? I'm all for physical media. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a bunch of money to invest, but I love this idea. I don't know if there's something I can do to help beyond advertising it, but we can talk on Twitter or something. Is there other help besides, just because I just know it's a relatively small audience, but if it's besides direct money and besides contact, is there any other type of help that you could be looking for? Anything, like website design or announcements. Otherwise, obviously people can promote your Twitter account. Is there anything else they could be promoting for you, or anything else you could think of? You seem to have the technical stuff down.
Yeah. As far as that goes, I really do have the ability to make the website and everything. I just don't have the punch. It's like making a pitcher of Kool-Aid, right? You get the Kool-Aid, you put it in the water, and you mix it up, and the water's nice and cold, but you don't have any sugar. You don't have any sugar, and you don't want to put any of that substitute sugar in there. So it's not going to taste right. And that's pretty much what I'm saying. I don't have the horsepower to put it into my Mustang. I don't have the engine. And without the engine, without something to show someone, in other words, without a prototype to lay at people's feet and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is, come, go look at this. It's going to be really flat at the moment. And, it all comes down to money and, having somebody help me with that side of it, which is, I know it's really hard to hear that, because it sounds like, oh, I want money, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is that I've been basically taking the last 3.5 years preparing everything in every way I can, except for money, because I don't have any. I didn't have any when I started, and I don't have any now. And life hasn't been very easy on me. I'm not going to complain about it, but it hasn't. And I got to face that reality that it hasn't. I'll give you an example of how it's been kind of difficult for me. Last year, there was this local business held event where if you have an idea for a product or for something that you want to push from your company, come in and we'll go through a judging, and then we'll see what you do like a 90-second presentation, and then you get to go to round 2 and do a full presentation, and then they'll determine whether or not you get a prize of $5,000 or not. And I said, well, I could really use that. So I put together an argument. I put together, what I thought was good. I went up to another city where they did some training before the event. the people at that training place told me to not mention how I'm going to make money in the first round because nobody's going to do it, because these were the people who were putting on the event. So they're basically hosting the event. So they had this open, come up here, tell us your pitch, and we'll work on it with you before the event kind of thing. And I did that, and they told me not to discuss how I was going to make money in the first round because nobody was going to do that. I get there at the pitch night, and I'm up there pitching, and I see everybody before me go up there pitching, telling about how they're going to make the money, how they're going to make money off of this. So I go up there and I go, well, I wasn't told to do that, so I'm just going to stick with what they said because I'm going to get the idea across. And maybe I can tell them in the next round how I'm going to make money. So I did that, and at the end of the event, I was not chosen ultimately for the $5,000 or any of the levels of $5,000 there. And one of the event guys came up to me and said, he goes, everybody in that room wanted to put you in the next round. They wanted to hear more from you, but the reason they didn't is because you didn't tell them how you were going to make money. So basically, I was told not to tell people how I was going to make money. Everybody else did, and because of what I was told, they told me in return, hey, you didn't tell us how you were going to make money. That's an example how not easy my life is. People will tell me to do something and I put trust in them because they apparently have some kind of expertise, and then I turn around and I'm the one that's told, oh, you didn't do what we wanted to hear you do. And I'm like, I was going to do it, but they told me not to, and I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't complain about it. Things like that happen to me. So, I mean, they're going to hold another one this year. I don't think I'm going to go to that one because I just don't think I'm going to be given any fair shot anyway. But I just feel like, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. And that's why when I say everything as far as what I need help with, I need connections and I need people who have the ability to invest in something. But on the outside of that, it's also good for people to spread word across the internet. Tell people, let them know. Say, hey, there's this guy who's working on something that's pretty cool. And, go check him out on Twitter and, send him a message. Ask him. That's one of the biggest things I need. I need interaction. I need people to send me messages, talk to me, ask me, have a conversation with me. I don't care if you like it or don't like it. Have a conversation with me. I really love Sega, and I really love the games that they've done in the past. And I think they can be great again. It's just that, they need the right way to do it. And I'm the one who has it. And I'm sure I do because I've taken the time to do my due diligence. I've paid my dues. I've sat down. I've taken the time to do the research, to look up the technical side, to do the design side, to do the operating system, all the graphics for that. I mean, I did everything I possibly could while at the same time being dirt poor. So, as much as people can spread out there and tell people, hey, talk to this guy, ask him about what's going on. That's what I need. I need interaction. I need people to know about it. I need people who know people in Japan. I would love to talk to people from Japan who speak English, who know what they're talking about and can talk to me about it, because that's, Sega of Japan is where I want to go. Sega of Japan is where I want to be. Sega of America, that's small fry. Sega of Japan, that's the mommy and daddy, and I want to go to them. And if anybody knows anybody in Japan who speaks English and understands and would be willing to talk to someone like me, if you know an independent Japanese game developer who's looking to support someone, I mean, I just saw recently, who's the company that created Bayonetta? Was that, I can't remember the name of the company, but it was the company that created Bayonetta. And their CEO recently said the new Xbox and PlayStation coming out is going to be more of the same. Basically, he's bored with them. Well, you know what? If somebody like that had somebody telling them, hey, there's this guy, he's got this console and his setup, and he said he's got something different, you might want to ask him about it. I mean, if you're bored about it, Mr. CEO out there, here I am. Like talk to me. I'm right here.
Platinum Games.
Pandemic
Inc.
Games, I think.
Okay, what I'm seeing on Wikipedia is Platinum Games.
Yeah, Platinum. I'm sorry, Platinum. Yes,
Platinum
you're right.
Games,
I apologize. Yeah. Yes, Platinum Games.
No problem.
I was out mowing, so a little bit of heat in the head.
No problem. Okay, so I mean, we can
Yeah.
definitely help spread word. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm gonna tweet it out to my followers. I'm gonna put it on, obviously, well, this video. I'll probably mention it on some videos going forward. Um, do so, man, it really sucks about that. The people came up to you and said that you were so close, but you didn't talk to them about how to make the money, and because somebody told you not to bring that up. If there's any chance, I mean, you said that they're doing it again. You didn't want to go, but I don't know. From my perspective, and grant you lived it, I didn't. But to me, it sounds like almost a sure thing. If you went back this year, knowing what you know now, that you'd have a much better chance. Of course, that's up to you. It's just unsolicited advice, but it seems like, oh man, I would try it unless there's something else that's blocking it, which it could be. But hell, for a chance at $5,000, not much to lose, I don't think.
Well, I think they were looking for more in their eyes. I'm not saying I'm thinking this. I'm saying I think they think this because it was the impression that I got from them the first time around. I'm thinking looking for more quote unquote real things to invest in, like ambulances for people who don't have the ability to go anywhere, or a new product that is actual physical, like some kind of drywall screw, or something that's
Gotcha.
not video games, and unfortunately in the world, even though I basically told them, look, video games are over $300 billion business, you could make some money if you put some money into this. But, it looked like a lot of people had a lot more bias than I thought they might have. And, I thought there might be some of that, but I didn't think that it would be like that. So if I went again, my argument wouldn't be any different. It'd be like, look, there's all this new stuff coming out and it's not going to be as good as what I've got. And, this is how I'm going to make money. And if you put it into us, then, you'll see it. But chances are that they're probably going to be influenced to pick the people who have more common, everyday things, like I said, one of the winners last year was, I was going to say one of the winners last year was, medical transportation for elderly people who can't go anywhere and they need help. And that was a fantastic one that they chose. But another one they chose was a local person who had created a new, type of screw system. And basically it allows you to hold a screw or a nail while you're pounding the nail into the wood, and it doesn't hurt your fingers if you accidentally hit your fingers because it's over your fingers. Stuff like that. So, I mean, the best thing for me to do is to get a prototype, get some money to get a prototype, and try to find some investment. And I've been trying to do that, but it's been very difficult for me to get employment. I've been working with my family for a very long time, but that's a commission-based job and you don't always get paid. So trying to find employment outside of that has been difficult. So, like I said, I'm not going to complain. My life has been very, very difficult, but I'm still here. I'm still passionate, and I still believe in what I want to do, and I'm still putting the time and effort into it every single day.
I don't have like a clue. What? I mean, I don't know if you want to say, but what would like a ballpark figure be for needing to get like a prototype done?
For a prototype to show investors, which would be stage one, it's probably somewhere around, probably somewhere around a new computer. So I'd say 1,200 to 1,500, depending on the materials and how cheap they are and when I can get them. I have to get a 3D case printed, a printed 3D printed case. And because that's just going to be the easiest way and cheapest way for me to put together a case for it, to show the investors. Because when you show investors, it's like that day when you stand up in front of class and you want to make sure you got everything perfect before show and tell. That's kind of how it is. It's basically show and tell, and you got to show them and tell them, I
mean, schooling, I did electrical engineering, and my particular senior design project was actually an electronic parking meter. I had to build a prototype, and we actually showed it off in front of New York City, trying to get them interested in it because the school was throwing out money for patenting it. And, I have some idea on building a prototype. Of course, the school was paying for it at the time. But, okay, no,
Well,
so it's
just
just
stage
good.
one.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, stage two is, I want to go on tour with these prototypes and show everybody what I want to do. And that particular stage is going to be somewhere around, the prototype itself is going to be cheap in terms of certain materials, but in terms of a little customization, we're talking a little more into the millions. And then after that, we're talking in 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollars after that. Because customization is not going to be very easy. When you customize something, I talked to a French company that does a lot of customizing for ARM, and I told them, look, my budget's going to be $20 million for customizing this chip, and they're like, oh, that's pretty low. That's a low cost. So to them, $20 million is low. So if I'm talking about 30, 40, $50 million, that's pretty much the second round that I'm going to have to go for. So my first round's about $1,500 to build the prototype. After that, funding needs to be around $30-40 million, and they'll get that back once. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not pretty sure. I'm confident that if I'm given the opportunity to run with that $30-40 million, they will get double that back after we make a deal with Sega. And I'm confident. Now, if Sega doesn't want to do a deal, fine. We can go somewhere else. We can go to NVIDIA. We can go to someone else, because what I've built, what I've designed is 3.5 years to 4 years of very hard work. Sitting down every single day, looking up the materials, looking up the ideas, putting out everything I know. I mean, I've graduated from computer science, from college. So I'm pretty, I'll say this, I know enough to be dangerous. So I'm versed in what's going on, and I've stayed up to date on current things. And at the end of the day, what I can sell is going to be more than be more than enough to cover someone's initial $30-40 million investment. More than enough. They'll get double that back. They'll get 80 million if they put 40 in. So yeah, there's that. Hold on a second.
So thank you guys in the chat for listening,
Sorry
being
about
supportive. That. No problem. It was just talking in chat. Okay.
I'm gonna have to leave in a few minutes, but I like maybe 5 minutes here. We can continue chatting.
Sure. Anything you want to bring up, floor is yours.
If anybody in your chat has any questions that they want to know about the console, about the ideas, about anything that I've said, feel free to tell me. There's also someone that I met called Samantha Hagler. You know her?
I do not.
She's friends with Captain Cat.
Ah, okay.
She's the witch.
The witch. This Captain Cat, I haven't seen him post in a while. But I mean, without going into too much personal details. Okay.
Alrighty. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Here we go. That's what I wanted. Here you go. This is her Twitter. I'm sure you'll recognize her once you see her Twitter account. But she offered to help me with some people that she knew, working in the business.
Okay.
and she said that she'd ask these people. These are people who work at let's just say a very big software organization that happens to have an operating system that everybody runs. I'm not going to say their name, but you know what I mean. And she said that some of these people might be able to help me. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully she can get back with me on that. Does anybody in your chat have any questions? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overtalk them.
Let's see. If anybody's got any questions, go ahead and... Captain Cat just got in. If anybody has some questions, go ahead and put them in. Let me look through.
Hey, Captain, how are you? Good to see you again.
File Mike is asking about Neo Geo, not Net Geo. I guess would there be Neo Geo was the most expensive of the console systems. They were like Neo Geo had like actual arcade game cartridges back, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s. Like Neo Geo games were like, my dad also did like full-size arcade games, and like Neo Geo games, the game came in basically a big cartridge. It was like 3 times the size of a VHS tape, and it would stick into it. I mean, Neo Geo did games, and then Neo Geo brought their cartridges to the home market, but the Neo Geo system was like almost $1,000, whereas, Sega and Nintendo were like, I don't know, 200 maybe at the time, 150. So Neo Geo was always like way out there as the most expensive thing.
Right.
But in these days of emulation, obviously the reality is most people just get it even though they don't own the cartridge.
One of your chatters asked about will this be emulation?
Right,
the answer
yes.
to that is yes, but it won't be just software emulation. It will be software emulation implemented in hardware. So we're talking about a custom ASIC, a custom chip that allows you to basically reconfigure the chip so that it basically simulates the hardware by the software. So basically what the software does is it tells the hardware how to reconfigure itself in order to meet the demands of the software of the original system. So a lot of people know that as FPGA, that's Field Programmable Gate Array, but we're going to use a custom ASIC. So we're not going to just use FPGA. Hit the mic there, sorry. We're also going to use a custom ASIC, a custom chip for that. But that is not going to be the main chip. That is a specific designed chip that is going to be on the motherboard outside of the main CPU and GPU processor. That one is, as I said, is going to be a RISC-V and a ARM Mali chip set. And the console itself is going to be focused almost completely on Vulkan, the API Vulkan, or OpenGL. And those two are going to be the main focus of the console. Right now, consoles, in terms of Microsoft and Sony, really only promote DirectX, and I believe very, very strongly that Vulkan and OpenGL actually have a better capability than DirectX does if it's implemented in hardware properly. And that's what my system is going to do, both the handheld and the home console.
Okay.
As far as Neo Geo games go, if Sega made a Neo Geo game, it will be on this system. And more likely, it will be on the handheld because those games are basically handheld games. But the integration of the Neo Geo Pocket Color with the Sega Dreamcast, that is something that I'd like to see honored as well on my system. You could take the No Gear, connect it to the Razer, and you could use it just like you did back then. I'm being called away, so if there's one last question here I can answer before I go.
There is one last question. Are you planning to get the older games to play like they did on the original consoles, including things like lag and frame rate drops?
The emulation of the console will be as close to the original console as you can possibly get. without actually remaking the original console. So in hardware and in software, it will be as if you had the actual console inside.
So it
No
sounds like a
difference.
yes. Very cool. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm going to be sure to spread as much as I can, because I loved Sega, and I really hate that they're trying to take away our right to own physical media. So I think this solves a few problems.
Yep.
I wish you the
really
best of
nice
luck.
to be here. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you for giving me the honor to come on your live stream, and I appreciate everyone's indulgence, and I hope you all have a very nice and lovely day.
You too. Take care, man. Shoot.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Shoot. Bye. Okay. Well, I was enlightened. Honestly, I didn't know a full much about what was going on. I knew he was working on a video game console, and it sounded interesting. We spoke last night after Doomcock's Power Hour, and I thought it'd be cool to get him on and to see if we could help each other. Obviously, his second round, which could be 20 to 50 million. Okay, I would assume that's out of most of our realms. But he needs a couple $1,000 for his phase 1, his first prototype. I'm not in the position to give him $2,000, but someone out there might be. If not here, someone, within earshot or within one Twitter follower or a Facebook friend of us might be. They might be looking to invest a couple thousand on a project like this, a passion project. If they're Sega fans, retro gaming fans, let's put it this way: if I was making the money I was making before I got sick, I'd write the guy a check today, because I loved Sega. When I was 12, 14 years old, nothing would have made me nothing I wanted more, and even that, but nothing I wanted more than was one system that could play all the games. I thought, oh my God, how cool would that be? Now I know today, if you go on eBay and you can find these systems that claim to play all games, but they're all shit. Okay, if you look at the reviews, they all are crap. They're right off the boat from China. I'm sure there's something, but they're just not that good. Okay, and they're never going to be, because there's no passion behind them. They're just there to try to make money. Thomas is Bird of Prey. Maybe you should put that call in a video. You know what, Thomas? I think we will. That's a great idea. I'll put it in its own video so that we can advertise it separately. I can link to it. Thank you, Thomas. Good thinking, Thomas. There's a reason you're a double agent for. There's a reason I keep you around. Well, since I've got the web browser up, I did want to bring up a couple of other things that I had to say. What I was doing when he was talking, I could have sworn that I heard about his Razor Sega system before. I was searching my forum, juot.net, because I could have sworn I posted about this thing 2 years ago or 3 years ago, when I think an article was done on it, that Sega could be coming back with a console. And looking through his past tweets, I thought, oh wait, didn't I read this before? But unfortunately, I can't seem to find it. So either it was Mandela affected into my brain, or the search just isn't working. But back to some channel news. BirdOPrey5.com has been updated. And it has been updated because I got in the new BirdOPrey5 t-shirt from Teespring. Now this is a 2X shirt, so it is big, okay? It is a big shirt. And it appears to be big even as 2X shirts go. I probably should have got an XL. The one I'm wearing now is an XL, although it doesn't have anything on it. It's a blank t-shirt. But this, it's a 2XL shirt. But I have to tell you, this graphic, looking at it in person, it came out amazing. Okay? It came out amazing. The BirdOPrey5.com on the bottom. This, the head in the jar image, thank you to Acid Designs. I put a golden or yellow seal behind it, and I put in the quote at the top because it wouldn't be the same without the quote. I loved my Jeep like a man loves his car or his Jeep, and it's fun. Okay, it is a plain t-shirt. Here's a closer look at it. Now I believe if you probably got an extra large or a large or a smaller, I think that this image would probably be the same size or not much smaller, and there would just be less extra fabric on the edges here. But I'm very happy with the design of this, so I went ahead and I put the link to the merch on BirdOPrey5.com. If you come on down, right below Subscribe Star, buy BOP5 merch, and it will link you to my Teespring store, which is now teespring.com/store/BirdOPrey5. And it's welcome to Shop O'Prey. And basically, everything here comes in a bunch of different colors. And unfortunately, I couldn't figure out how to order them. So the most often used, which is probably like a men's t-shirt or a generic t-shirt, is not in the front. And but you can see now, like I said, anyone you click on, like a man loves his Jeep. Okay, you see it's white. But if you click on it, it takes a second. Teespring is a little slow. There's not a sassy section yet, but there will be. There will be. This is just the first artwork I've uploaded. So, yeah, like this one, this is one of the fewer color options. But you got black shirts, you got dark gray. You got, I don't know if that looks like black also, but it's not. Blue. The only colors I didn't allow was like if it was the same color red as the website, then I said, well, that probably won't show up so well. But, yeah, these are here. There's different quality of the shirts, so there's different prices. The shirts only have fronts. There's no back design on the shirts. There's this mug here, which has the same design as the shirt, and then at the very bottom right now, if you keep scrolling down, this is the mug that you guys saw last time that came. This is the exclusive head with 3 quotes mug exclusive. And one side of the mug has the head with the website address, and the other side has the 3 quotes on it. It was a typo of the mouth. I loved my Jeep like a man loves his car or his Jeep. And there are plenty of fish in the ocean, so don't worry about irradiating it. And again, this comes in a bunch of colors. You can pick a color. And this one, This mug is pink. Jesus. Let's see. I would probably pick white because the handle's going to be white regardless. But you know, you pick any color you like. And this one is $13.99 US. Now, depending where you live, if you live in Europe, there will be a euro price as well because Teespring has a European distributor. So it depends where you live, whether you get the US dollars or the euro price. I went through. Now, Teespring sets a recommended price for every item. Virtually every item I went in and I lowered the price because, I mean, there were like shirts that they were trying to give me like $12 of profit on. Like, I don't need $12 of profit. This is you guys advertising the channel. So I generally cut things back. I'll be completely transparent. Between $3 and $5. I cut back depending on what the item was. And to be honest, if it wasn't, you know, if I could get it to like a decent price, like $19.99 or whatever, I would do that. So that's what I did. And this mug, I think, is the least profit of them all, just to try and get something out there for you guys. So, you know, if you're interested, it's there. I'm going to order some stuff for myself, for sure. And going forward, I will add more stuff. We got a sticker here. We got a die-cut sticker. If somebody wanted a sticker, it's there. And besides shirts, there's long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, kids shirts. There's this bag. The bag is pretty cool. And then there's the phone case where you can choose a phone. You can choose an iPhone. You can choose well, I guess it's an iPhone. So it's an iPhone case, basically. Oh, here it goes. You select phone size. So you can select which of the iPhones. An iPhone 6, 7, 8, and the different sizes. So that's where we're at. So I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys about that. And let me read some comments. Where's the sassy section of the website? It will come. It will come. Thomas's DJ should have got hit shit with DJ USOB. Mystique LeBeau says, yes, is there a sassy section? We'll get a sassy section. I got to get a good sassy picture. Thomas Bot says, woman boyfriend tee. Yeah, I know. I don't get it. Vile Mike says, maybe I should buy all the shirts and sell them on eBay store with huge markup. You could do it. You could do it, Vile. DJ says, a shit. What? Did I say a shit? Mystique is laughing. Thomas says it was a typo at the mouth. Hey, I love that one. DJ says, pink for his Klingon buddies. Thomas says a shirt or something with lots of quotes would be nice. A shirt or something with lots of quotes. Yeah, okay. I could do more quotes. Less logo image and more quotes. I got it. We can do something like that. Vile Mike says Bird of Prey 5 likes the white one. Is anyone surprised? Hector says pink, Jesus, gay women. DJ says you need bumper stickers. Yeah, I just see if they do bumper stickers, but I think my graphic probably doesn't fit on a bumper sticker, so I have to make like a custom bumper sticker graphic. Vile Mike says later all going to dinner with the girlfriend. Shameless plug. It's very cool, Vile. Have fun with the girlfriend. Tell her I said hi. I'm assuming she knows who I am, right? Did you talk about me? DJ says see ya, Vile. Hector says something like this car is okay, but it's not a Jeep. Thomas says we can't see the phone list. Oh. Yeah, that the XSplit doesn't pick up the menu. But just trust me, when I click on phone size, it shows a bunch of different iPhone options. iPhone 6, 6S, iPhone 7, 6, 6S Plus, 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, X, XS, XS Max, and XR, which I have no idea because I'm not an iPhone person. But there you go. Chief Cook says, man. Is that a truck? Times with no bird, I type. Okay, I gotcha. Does one come with eye holes? No, you got to cut your own eye holes. And Thomas put in a link to a YouTube.
Does the white one come with eye holes?
Does the white one come with eye holes?
I'm never going to live that down.
Thomas put in a link to a YouTube video, which let me see. Let me turn off the audio just in case. YouTube, bring this back up. Let's go back to it.
Sassy, please.
Okay, well, it seems to be a link back to this channel. Okay, Thomas, you got me. You got me. Unless that was just a link of something that you cut out. Wesley Crusher says, I missed most of this. Kind of sad now. Oh, I'm sorry, Wesley. Okay, so, but back to the web browser. There were a few more things I wanted to talk about. Okay, well, you heated dinner? Okay, so then we can talk about them next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. Oh man, it's already 7:46. Yeah, I had no idea it was so late. Anti-Tracker will be going on later this evening, so you guys should get ready for that. Yes, the white hoodie special. Oh, you were linking to this stream so people could watch it. Thank you, Thomas. Captain Cat 5 found my channel art. Very cool. Yeah, bird time. Qapla all, thank you so much. Have a very good night, and we'll talk again soon. And Qapla! Qapla. Thank you again. It was a great stream today. Great stream. Lots of people, lots of questions. We will do some other guests in the future. The channel grows. The channel marches forward. Qapla. Also, the sunglasses.